you said that your grandmother passed away. Can you say briefly what happened and like when it was, how old
Yeah,
you were? And you said that you saw her or you saw maybe a presence that was like her. First of all, could you give some examples of that? And second of all, do you think it was her? Do you think it was an echo or a representation of her? I mean, do you literally think that your grandmother was there in front of you? Or do
I
you think, as a Christian, do you think she's in heaven?
I
Or is she
think
on earth? Or
I was
both?
raised Catholic, and we believed in purgatory, even though that's not scripturally like something that I noticed in the Bible, but that is something that we believe in. That's actually part of the reason why the Westboro Baptist Church thinks that Catholics are going to hell, but that's not the point. Um, basically, I believe in some sort of liminal space in between being uploaded to collective consciousness, which is what I believe God is. I believe God is eternal and it is our ancestors. And when people say things like measure until your ancestors say stop, or they like are doing color corrections, and my brain's just like, don't pick that one, pick this one. Like, and I feel like I'm at Ollivanders picking out a wand for Harry Potter. Like, I feel like those are the things where you're accessing collective consciousness. And for me, as a believer in both Catholicism when I was a child and it affecting my beliefs now, um, I personally think it could either have been a ghost or possibly could have been demonic manipulation. Because I think that when you are going through trauma, it's easy for other things to manipulate you, both physically and metaphysically. And so I think that that's part of the reason why they take you off ADHD medication. They're not trying to stimulate the trauma. But I think that you can also have situations where um, something can try to win you over, energy wise, etc. And I think that it's important to not let things in entirely, but also like to have a little bit of like a bubble with your aura. And that's what I think actually Leah was referring to when she was talking about the psychic being able to see black holes. That's the penetration of your aura and your ability to block things out. And so that's not just cancer, that's also your like you I believe cancer is you absorbing negative energies and stuff like that. And that's why I think like if you people that get sober and that had cancer and then it regenerates, like it's not just oh you got sober and you were putting poison in your body. It's also the thought process. It's also your brain is plastic. It's neuroplasticity. It's belief, and it, in my opinion, collective consciousness slash God, however you want to call it. You want to call it the universe expanding? Great. You want to call it Jesus? Great. I think Jesus is great. I mean, but like, it's different for everybody. The way that they have experiences based off of the way they have definitions based off their own experiences. And so that's why I think it's important to use different words sometimes for things so that way it's easier for everybody to understand based off of their own experience. And I think that that is what God is constantly doing. I think God is math and geometry and measuring what you can handle and can't.